Okay, yeah, and thank you so much, guys, for joining. And I hope you are doing well and you are refreshed after this vacation time. So, uh, I have already covered most of the things in iOS, penetration testing episodes. So this is the latest episode and the last one, which will be, which will I will be covering about the Mobexder overview, reverse engineering, and I will talk about the clutch, how to get the class files using clutch, which I already covered in our last session using Mobesf tool. But if you want to know about the clutch, I will cover all these things, and then the last I will cover about the decryption of the encrypted application. So what happen, when you install your application from App Store. So App Store by default encrypt all the files on the iOS applications, and when you install in your device, so it is encrypted and you will not able to see any files inside it. So we will talk about how to decrypt it, and then check the class files of the decrypted files. Yeah. All right. So first of all, I will talk about the Mobexder VM. In the last episode, I told you about the Mobexder VM, which is the customized, virtual machine, which is designed to help in the penetration testing of Android and iOS applications. Right. So I will talk about that. And this one is managed by Encipher's, and they have the link where you can download it, and setup and configuration of the Mobexder VM you can find on the GitHub link. I will quickly show you, from where you can download the Mobexder VM. So you can download the Mobexder VM from here. uh, uh, this is now with coming with the 10 GB OVA file. When it was launched, so it was 16 GB file, and right now I'm which OVA file which I am working on, it's 16 GB, the first one. So if you are trying to download it now, you can have the latest version with 10 GB file, and it works on the Linux system, and you can download it from here. So it require good internet speed to download it, right? And also, they have also provided the mobile app pentest checklist also. If you click here, so you can uh, check the checklist of the mobile application, so which I already covered in our last episodes. I will quickly give you a glance of it, so that if you have any problem while doing the penetration testing of your application, you can quickly check from this mobluxer.com, checklist.html. So it will give you a quick overview of what you want to achieve from your application, right? So this is the iOS pentesting checklist, which we already covered. Getting the IPA file, how to check, and they have provided the tools also, right? Which tool you can use, and installing on the device. They have provided all the details, how to install this application, and which all tools you can use to install it on your device. And then you can check in the file system. I already covered all these things, where to file the where to check the file system of your application, private where container bundle, applications UID, app.app. There are a couple of methods which I already told you, how to check all these files. I told you about the Filja application, which is easy and easy to navigate into the file system. And if you are comfortable with the command prompt, just go through the SSH and check all these files there. File time analysis, so you can also use these tools like objection, I already told you, passion fruit, OpenSSH, or Cydia, right? So all these things are here, right? And reverse engineering iOS application app sandbox, right? So network analysis, you can do it using burp suite, SSL kill switch. I already told how to check, how to bypass the SSL pinning, right? This tool can be used for bypassing the SSL pinning. and iOS opening bypass using FIDA also, right? I already told you about that. So these are the quick checklist which you can follow from here. So in your spare time and when you are doing penetration testing of your application, you can quickly check from there, right? So this is the Mobexder VM, and let me check. Once you are into the Mobexder VM, you can there are few options inside the Mobexder VM, right? So if you click on the application, there are two zones inside this. One is the Android zone and the iOS zone. So if you are working on the Android zone, just click on the Android zone. It will list out all the applications which are required for Android pen testing. And if you click on the iOS zone, so all these tools, which I already installed in my MacBook, so you can find out all these tools inside there, right? So what you need to do, you need to just connect your phone with your Mobexder VM jailbroken device, and and then start working on your iOS application. Let me open the Mobexder VM. So because I am little bit facing issue with my hard disk, so I have the Mobexder VM in my backup drive. So I will open it from here. So I already downloaded this OVA file, mobexder.ova. You can see here. So it's 16 GB. So if you click here, so it will give you to install it, right? So installation I will not cover it because it's quick, easy, right? So you can just click on import and then next, and where you want to install it. But your system have to have 50 GB of space in hard disk to install the Mobexder VM, right? So as I don't have the enough hard disk space in my local desktop, so that's why I'm using it uh, from uh, from the external hard disk. So I have already done all the configuration part. So what I will do, I will just click on the start, and it will take some time to boot the machine. So Mobexder is now running. So what you need to do, you need to install the VirtualBox Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager, and you need to just configure the Mobexder VM in the virtual VM box. So it will take some time, and I will give you a quick glance of the tool, what you can do from this Mobexder VM. All right, so it's boots up, and this is the screen which you will get. So what I will do, I will just enter the password. The password is 12345.
Satish ji, this is older one, no?
Yes, this one is older one. I already
Okay,
told
okay.
you this one. What I am using is
Yes,
this.
yes.
Yeah. So the latest one is the 10 GB file, right? So and they have done the lots of enhancement in the latest one. Because of the network issue, I'm not able to download the latest one. So that's why I'm using the older one. But the process is same. I mean, I already told all the tools, how to use and how to configure, right? So this is the platform provided by the Encipher for doing the mobile pen testing, and it's easy, right? So you don't need to install any tools in your local desktop. What you need to just install this Mobexder VM and plug in your iPhone device or your Android device with your system and just start working on it. No need to do anything, right? So once you are in the Mobexder VM, so there is one application link here. So just click on this, and I already told you that there are two zones like Android zone and iOS zone. So if you click on the Android zone, so it will list out all the tools which is required for Android pen testing, like all the tools. I think in the Android episodes, I already covered all these tools, how to use and how to check all the file analysis. You can quickly check from here also. So if I go into the IS zone, so you can check all the tools here. CDI impactor is right now not working. So instead of this, I think in the latest version they have installed the another tool for installing the application. FileZilla is there, Hopper, Putty, SSH client, and Objection. I already told about that. Mobesf, and they are using the Docker app. So what you need to do, you need to just click on the Docker app, and it will open up, right? So if we click on here, what is asking the password? Maybe this one. Yeah. Oh, it's already disconnected. Anyway, I already told you about that. How to use it, and what you need to to just plug in your mobile device with this VM, and connect your mobile device with your laptop, and just click on the IS zone, and if you want to use any tools, you can use it. So you are worried, I have used so many tools in my demo part. So if you are not seeing any tools inside here, so what you can do, you can install here using terminal or command prompt. So so that I will not cover because I have already covered how to install the tools. So that I will not cover here. Yeah. So this is the quick overview of Mobexder VM. So let me check on the Hopper. Because in the next slide I will be covering about the Hopper. Yeah. So yeah, Hopper is this one. So close it, and we will use the demo part Hopper. So what you need to do, you need to just extract your iOS application and drag here in this Hopper file, and do the analysis of your Hopper or of your iOS application. Right? This is all about the Mobexder VM. Now what we will do, we will cover about the Hopper, right? So Hopper is a dissembler for reverse engineering of iOS applications. So we will be using the demo version of this particular tool, and this one is the time limited for 30 minutes, and it has also be used for 32-bit or 62-bit iOS applications. So what you need to do, when you are doing the reverse engineering of your iOS applications, if 30 minutes over, you can just reopen your Hopper tool, and then just open your binary application in your Hopper, so that you can check all the files there, right? So what you need to do, you need to extract the IPA file and open the binary in Hopper, right? So I will cover all these in the demo part, how to extract your IPA file and then open into your Hopper. So what you need to do, when you are opening this IPA file, sorry, your binary file, you need to just click on the next, and then it will open your file there, right? So once the automatic analysis is complete, it will give you this kind of view in your application. What you need to just click on the labels and then check for the strings. What I do generally, when I do the pen test of your iOS application, so I generally click on the labels and check for any sensitive information, if any sensitive information is stored in the code or not, right? So I check for the password, credit card information, or passwords, right? So while doing analysis of one of the application, I clicked on label and search for password. What I found, I found the clear text password stored in the in the code, right? So, and that was an issue for a pen tester, correct? Right. And uh, so in earlier, right? So you are not able to see any files here, right? So what you need to do, you need to just click on this icon, right? Pseudocode icon, and you will able to see some readable format of your binary, so that you can quickly check if you are comfortable with the code. You can try to investigate it further by looking the code, what all information, what all logics this particular application is displaying here, right? Right. So what I searched for the jailbreak, because this particular application, when you install this application in your jailbroken device, so it gives a pop-up that your device is jailbroken, and this application will not be open in this jailbroken device. So to bypass this particular jailbroken code, you need to search in the code that what this particular application is looking into your device. So if I search here, so it is basically looking for all these files, like if the ssh is installed in your application or not, or cydia application is installed in your device or not. So basically it is checking all these files. If cydia is open, then that means this particular device is jailbroken, right? And ssh is installed, then that means the same thing, this device is jailbroken. So this is all checks this application is looking here. All right, so let's open the hopper file and check what we can do. So what I'm doing, I'm just going here, launchpad, and this is the hopper assembler. So, so as I told you, I'm using the demo version. So I will click on the demo, and now what I have to do, I have to just click on the files. You can click on file and then open the file from here. But before that, what you need to do, you need to just explore your IPA file. So I have the IPA file here, and I have already done the zip of this file. So basically what you need to do, you will get the .ipa file from your development team, or from the sources which you need to do test, right? So what you need to do, you need to just replace it to zip, and then extract the zip file. When you will extract this particular zip file, so you will find out these folders here, like the payload, and inside the payload there is one damn vulnerable iOS app file is here, and there are some other things. I already covered all these things, how to zip or unzip and how to extract all these files from here, but right now I'm also covering for the sake of this demo, right? So what you need to do, you need to click on this payload, and inside this payload, this app file, just right click on it and click on the show package content. So when you will click on the show package content, so it will display all the files inside this app file, right? So there are so many files inside this code signature base, right? And some image files here, and this is the binary file which we need to analysis for this particular demo, right? And you will also find out the other files, the text files also, right? The package info, and there are a couple of other text files also you can find out here, right? So what you need to do, to just click on this and just drag this binary file here. So when you will drag it here, so you need to just click on next and okay, right? Now you can see, right? So all the binary file, but it is sometime unreadable, or you will not able to understand, because it gives the machine language thing. So what you need to just click on the label. So I searched for the jailbreak, right? So if I click on this jailbreak, so it will give me the analysis of this application, and you need to search here, what all information we can find, right? If I click out here, so I already told in this slides, right? If you click here, so it will give you clear text messages, and you can find out all the information here, what all information I can find, right? So if I go into the files, you can search, this is the particular file which is basically looking for all these files, like SSH is installed into your mobile device or not, and it is also looking for the CDR, right? So so if all these files are there, that means the device is jailbroken. Similarly, you can also find all the other sensitive information into your code using this particular dissembler. Basically, you need to click on labels and then search for any sensitive information. Let me check if any password string is there, right? So quickly search, if any information is here. No. So this is the way you can check in this dissembler. All right. So this was the hopper dissembler. Now I will quickly show you about the class dump, right? Um, so this one, I already covered into the Mobexder. You can click on the class dump link in the Mobexder, and it will list out the classes of your applications. So if you are not comfortable, or if you are comfortable with the command prompt uh, CMD version, so you can follow this particular process to get the class files, right? So class dump is used to extract the readable class files of applications. So you need to basically install your class dump in your jailbroken device, and once the class dump is installed, connect your iPhone with SSH, and then navigate to the app folder. And once you navigate the app folder, and then check for your application ID, right? So once you are into your application folder, you need to just run the command class dump dot hyphen dyld, and their binary application name, and it will give you the class dump of your application. So let me quickly show you to how to check this class dump. Let me connect my phone here. All right, so my phone is connected, I guess. Yes. All right, so connected, and first I need to connect with the SSH. So I'm just checking the IP address of my iPhone device. What I will do SSH root at the rate, the IP address. And it will ask for the SSH password, and I'm just typing it. So I am here. right? I'm into the root. So what I will do, I will navigate to private where container bundle applications. If I do dir, so it will list out all the applications here, right? So let me maximize it. So my application is 3.1, this one. If I do dir, so it is giving me this application name, and I am vulnerable iOS.app. And how to find out your application UUID from this bunch of UUIDs? You can quickly check it through the Filja application, and check for your application's UUID, right? So I'm using class dump dyld and them vulnerable app, right? So we need to write this command. I already installed the class dump in my iPhone. So if I do here, so it is giving me the class dump of your application, right? So you can check here all the files in readable format, and you can check if any sensitive information is stored in this particular class dump or not. See, all the information you can find out it here. So you can what you want to do, you can search from here, or just save it for your later uh, uh, if you want to check into later for this particular thing, right? All right, so I already told some. If you install the application from the app store, it is by default get encrypted by the Apple. So in this case, you will not able to get the class files of this encrypted application. So what you need to do, you need to decrypt this application. So how to check it, right? So sometime iOS application is encrypted when application is installed from App Store. It is by default encrypted by the App Store. So when you will I have shown the demo for the sawan.app application, and it is encrypted by the App Store. And when I try to get the class files of this particular application, it is showing me this particular message that it is encrypted and you will not able to um, get the class files, right? So it is basically showing that cycrypt id crypt id is 1, right? That means it is encrypted, right? So there are a couple of tools you can check, like OO tool is there. Using the OO tool you can check that this particular application is encrypted or not. All right. So, so how to check, if your application is encrypted or not? So to find out whether the application is encrypted or not, run the command below on the SSH terminal, and then it will give you all these indicators. Like if crypt ID is 1, that means it is encrypted, and crypt ID is 0, that means it is unencrypted, right? So basically you need to check with the O tools. So O tool, you need to install O tools in your device, and then check with this command O tools -l, and then your application, and then grab for the cycrypt. So it will give you all these details, like cycrypt equal to 1. If cycrypt 1 sorry crypt id equal to 1, then it is encrypted. So your next step is to decrypt this particular file. So I have shown the commands for decryption. All right, so when your file is encrypted, so you need to use the clutch. There are a couple of other tools as well uh, into the market. You can use that, but I found clutch is pretty much easy and comfortable to decrypt your application. So what you need to do, you need to install the clutch, and once it is installed, so uh, you need to connect with your SSH and then type the clutch command here, and it will list out all the encrypted applications. So let me check, if I have there, right? So what I will do, clear it and see. If I click on clutch, right? So I just type the clutch. I have already installed the clutch, and it is giving me that all these applications are encrypted, like Gopher, Savan, Testfight, and Share It, WhatsApp, Facebook. All these applications are encrypted. So what is your next step? So your next step is to decrypt these all applications and to get the class files, right? So for the decryption, what you need to do, you need to just use the clutch command to decrypt the application, and it will save the decrypted application in where temp and clutch folder, right? So let me check clutch clutch, and then 1D. Let me go with one gopher, right? See, so I have just typed the command, and it is giving me the decrypted file, and then this one is decrypted. It is showing me finished dumping of gopher.com. So to find out this particular location, so you need to go through this location where temp clutch. So what I will do, I will quickly search, if I can search it, right? PW, yes, I'm there. CD where temp, clutch clutch. If I do dir, right, so it is giving me 3 applications here, right? So let me check. 0 5, yes, it may be 0, right? So now you can see, right? So all these files are decrypted, and what you can do, you can just download these files in your local system, and then use the clutch command to find out uh, oh sorry, class num command to get the class files, right? Right. All right, guys. So this one, which I want to cover for today's session, and thank you so much for joining. And I already covered the benefits. You can check bug bounty programs, and learn more and earn more, right? And this is the references uh, from where I get all the information. And you can explore in medium sites. Nowadays medium site is so popular for all these blogs, so you can quickly search for what you want to exploit. You can search from there also, right? And thank you so much, guys. You can reach out to me in this email address if you have any question. I will answer all these questions, right? And you can also reach out to in my mobile number. And thank you so much, guys, for joining. Manish, I'm done for today's session.
Okay, sir. So,
It was so quick for today because I already covered the most of the things in my previous sessions, right? For the iOS application, yeah.
Okay, so sir, there were few questions available here.
Hmm.
Guys, if you have any more questions, please drop them into the chat box so that we can take it for. And Satish ji, please keep sharing your screen so that it can help us while editing the video.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Screen. Okay.
So there is one question that I need iOS 5 version phone. Which one I need?
iOS 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So for the iOS 5, so you can purchase for iOS 5s, and then check for the OS version. If you are purchasing for that. So right now, which I'm using, I have the 10.3.2 OS version installed in this one. And for the iOS 5s, sorry, iPhone 5s, the latest OS version is I think 12.4 is available. But 12.4 also has the jailbroken methods available.
Okay. So another question which we were having is, can we analyze IPA file in the Mobexder also?
Yes, yes, that's what I told you. The first thing is you need to install all the tools which is required for pen testing. You need to install in your local system, right? And Mobexder VM has given the platform that they have already installed all the tools inside there. What you need to do, you need to just connect your jailbroken device with the Mobexder VM and start working on it. But there is a provision that you need to install all the tools which is required in iPhone. You need to install all the tools, and Mobexder VM all the tools which is required for pen testing. I hope I answer the query.
So, sir, next question is, are there any latest update in OS top 10 in 2020?
No, I think all the issues are which were earlier only. But I need to check it because I think OS also working for the iOS pen testing guide. I think soon they will release it, which I read.
So, Mataji also conquers that it is going to be in 2021 next release.
Correct, correct. Yeah.
Okay, Mohammed also have a question that is there any emulator for iOS?
No, no, man. I mean, I already covered this question in my earlier episodes. There is no emulator available. So what you need to do, you need to purchase the MacBook, and in the MacBook you have the Xcode. In the Xcode, you can have the emulators, but you will not able to install the IPA files in the Xcodes. So you need to get the code and
So in totality, we need to burn our pockets with a new iPhone
correct,
to perform the
correct,
testing.
correct, correct,
Okay.
correct, correct.
Okay. So Mohammed also have a question for me. It seems that can we recording of this? Okay. So in totality, that he wants a recording and of this session and the previous sessions. Okay. Yes, we can have it, and the only issue is that we do not have a volunteer for available for video editing. So our videos editing is on halt as of now, and we are awaiting for somebody to volunteer for it. So as soon as we have somebody available, we will release all the videos in pipeline as soon as possible. Okay, so Mehtaji has question that, can't I do iOS pen testing in Linux?
Yes, you can do it.
So
All of
half of the part, yes, can be done, but still
yes,
you will require an iPhone.
yes. iPhone is required. That's what I mean. And, you need to install your application, right? Without installing any application, how can you do? You can do the static analysis part in your Linux system if you have the IP file.
Okay, so Krishna, I have a question that performing the pen testing on jailbroken device will be accepted. It seems you want to ask that whether it is, accepted norm in the industry that we can perform pen testing on jailbroken? I think it is obvious a yes, but if you
Yes.
can shed some light.
Yes, yes, it is acceptable. When you are doing, agreement with your stakeholders or the company which you are working on, so they will give all the process that they need the jailbroken device for checking all the internal files, right? So without the jailbroken device, you will not able to do some of the part of your application, some of the pen testing part. Yeah, and then all these because the industry is growing with the in the information security field, and everyone is aware about that, how the hacker do the pen testing of the application. So it is well understood, and most of the organization accepted that you are doing pen testing in the jailbroken device.
Okay, one more thing that there are few organizations who are providing some sort of services of iPhones and jailbroken iPhones in a cloud scenario, and
Hmm.
you can rent them for few hours, few days, or few weeks
Yeah.
by paying that specific amount of money to them, and you need not
Hmm.
to buy a new iPhone if you have a very small engagement. But how effective they are, how good their testing outcome is, and how convenient it is to working on it is something you need to sort it out, because I have not tested them, so I cannot comment on it.
Yes.
But there are few cheaper ways available also.
Yeah. Yeah. And when because the industry is growing with the cloud, right? And there are so many platforms available. I have also done the same kind of scenario in my previous organization, right? So one team has all the available iPhones, and they have provided the link from where we can get it for the pen testing, right? So I have done that, but due to network connectivity and all other things, it was difficult to perform the pen testing on these platforms. But I don't know about the cloud platform, so you need to check. And
Yes, and that will also be somewhat latency issue will be there.
correct,
The
correct.
request and response will be quite
Mm,
slow.
slow, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not sure. So do you remember any service provider's name as of now? Because I can't I can't
uh,
get it in my brain. So I will have
uh,
to get back to these people. So Krishna and Nitin have this question to name some kind
most
of
most
provider.
yeah. Okay, okay, so okay, they have the provider list name, or do you want
No, no,
me
they
to?
want to know because I
Okay,
don't
okay, okay.
remember it.
Most probably, the AWS are providing that, I think. Yeah, yeah. But you need to check it. I'm not sure about it.
Okay,
It-
I'm not sure of AWS for pen testing if they're providing it or not, but there are
Hmm.
some third party small providers. So what I can do
Ah,
is if I get back their name,
hmm.
I will drop them into our Telegram channel. So you
Correct.
can
Correct.
stay there.
Hmm.
I can drop those names there if I get get those names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and before going there, you need to calculate the amount which you are spending, right? If you are doing 4 5 assessment, and in the 4 5 assessment,
Exactly.
if you are spending so much money, right? Instead of spending so much money, you can just buy one phone, right? And
One more advantage we have on those portals is that we can get different operating systems simultaneously, which will cost a hell of a lot to us if we are
correct.
going to put that lab inside our, you know, uh, in our
Yes.
own organization. So that
Yes.
is one advantage which we can't, you can say mirror in our own lab. But
Hmm.
yes, if you are going to do it on a single operating system, then obviously it will be very costly if you are doing multiple assessments in a small period of time.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so nickel. I can't understand. What question you have asked. Meanwhile, I will thank Mohammed. If you want to, volunteer for it, please do reach out to us on Telegram. We will be, very much, happy to have you there for the editings. Okay, PPT link. I think somebody is asking.
Okay, I
Uh,
will. How to share this
you
PPT link
share it.
here?
We will put it on our Telegram channel. No?
Okay, 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 perfect.
Okay.
I will share with you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so as soon as I get that get this PPT, I will release it on our Telegram channel. That will be great.
Perfect.
Yes, Krishna, the link I have already provided in the chat box. Just give me a second. I will drop it again. So these are the, you can say places where you can find us on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook, and especially on Telegram, which is our centralized repository for all the communication. We usually tend to be available on Telegram most of the time. But if you are, dropping any question on any other platform, it may take some time to respond. In Telegram, we will try to, answer you as soon as possible. Okay, so what is the TG link, Krishna, if you can elaborate? Okay, okay. So the link has I have already commented. Let's just move this conversation to our Telegram channel. That will be quick and helpful. If you have any further questions related to the iOS, pen testing, we can have it here. Okay, okay. So the link issue I think seems resolved.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Satish ji, we have any more questions related to iOS pen testing.
All right. In
Okay,
that
so
case,
again,
yeah,
a late question from Nitin. Can I connect iOS to Windows 10 7 for pen testing using Mobexder?
yeah, yeah. I mean, in Windows 7, right? Yeah,
Yes. So
yep,
again,
yep,
see
yep.
if you're using a Mobexder over the Windows 10 or 7, it's absolutely fine because it is a VM. You need to just go to the
Correct.
host,
Yes,
connect
yes,
the USB via
yes.
onto that host, and that will
That's
work fine.
perfectly fine. What you need to do, to just connect with your VirtualBox, because you are doing in VM, right? You need to install the virtual box manager and install in VirtualBox manager Mobile and start working on it. That's absolutely fine.
You will still need an iPhone. It you are not going to get
That,
anything without
yeah,
an iPhone.
that
So
is the
I can
main risk.
understand your
Yeah.
frustration, but believe me, you will need an iPhone. Without that, you can't get it done.
Yes, yes, that's good.
Okay, so thank you very much, Satish ji, and thank you, Nitin. Let's move this conversation to Telegram.
Yes,
Okay,
please
thank you
have
everyone who have joined, and let's see what we have in our kitty for the next weekend. We will let you know in coming few days what are we going to schedule for the next weekend. Thank you very much.
yeah. Thank you so much, guys.